Welcome to the Hurricane Book Club 2018. My name's Kris Doyle and I'm an editor at Picador, and I'm really pleased to have been able to choose 3 books for this year's Hurricane Book Club. So the first book in this year's Hurricane Book Group is Girl in Snow by Danya Kakafka. It's a debut American novel and it's set in small town Colorado. On page 1, the body of Lucinda Hayes is found dusted with snow in the school playground, and Lucinda is the town golden girl. She's beautiful, she's 15 years old, she's the kind of girl who'll babysit on short notice, and her death sets the whole town reeling. But the book focuses on 3 characters who are drawn out of the shadows by this tragic event. The first is Cameron. Cameron would say he loved Lucinda, but everybody else would describe him as her stalker. And the worrying thing is he can't account for where he was on the night she died. Jade used to be really good friends with Lucinda, but Lucinda took everything from her, and worst of all, she didn't even realise what she was doing. And Russ is the policeman assigned to investigate the crime. He doesn't know Lucinda at all, but he knows Cameron, the boy being accused, because Cameron's father used to be Russ's partner on the force. So this crime which he has to solve sets off a discovery into his past. So the reason I acquired Girl in Snow is because the characters are so well drawn, and I hope that will give you some interesting things to talk about over the course of the book group. One of the interesting questions for me is Cameron is something of a weirdo, and the book asks, can we really love a weirdo? Which is quite an interesting thing. Another thing that I loved about this book is the way that Danya subverts some of the tropes of the thriller crime genre. So for instance, it begins with a dead girl's body, but often in thrillers you never get to know the dead girl. But of course, in this book, you build up a picture of her through the lives of all these people who are connected to her, which I thought was a really interesting thing. She's also interested in the way the town needs to judge and find someone to blame for the crime, so they start making wrongful accusations, which I think is a very interesting commentary on our society today. So I see this book as more of a mystery than a kind of police procedural or a sort of classic page-turning thriller, but it did keep me up really late into the night when I was reading it, turning the pages, partly because I loved the characters so much and was really invested in their relationships, and partly because I thought the writing and the storytelling was so good. So I hope you'll find some of those things in it too and enjoy reading it and talking about it.